Alright, welcome back to another Roguetech guide. This week we will be looking at the Anubis. So, the Anubis is interesting in that every single Anubis has an XL engine and a double heatsink kit. So, the only exception to the XL engine is the S7 variant, which is actually a clan tech, so it has a clan XL, but every other Anubis, if you take out a side torso, it will drop. Also worth noting, the majority of the time, the side torso does not have pretty much anything worth taking, so it is actually ideal to drop one of the side torsos, because, they're pretty much all... The majority of the good stuff's in the center torso. In any case, the specifics of the Anubis are they all have ferrofiber stealth, again with the exception of the S7, the clan tech S7. We'll get to that one in a bit, but everything else has ferrofibrous stealth, which I've never had actually drop as something I could pick, but it is very powerful because it does give you the weight reduction of ferro as well as the benefits of stealth, as the name would imply. They're a really good source of double heatsink kits early on, and again, XL engines. So if you do leg them, then you can get an XL engine out of them. But they're all vulnerable to side torso destruction. And really interesting thing, especially early game, is almost every Anubis has an advanced optics, whether it be Mark 1 or Mark 2. The, again, exception to this is the S7. Instead of an advanced optics, it has a jump booster 3, which is arguably more rare and better. In any case, we're going to look at three specific. The first is the 3MC variant. So the 3MC variant has advanced optics Mark 2 instead of just Mark 1. It's the only Anubis that has the Mark 2 instead of the Mark 1. It also has an IFF jammer Mark 2. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they all have the extended torso twist quirk, which gives them an extra 50% increased firing arc. They have the affinity at 20 ambusher, minus 15% signature invisibility, and plus 1 local ECM. And they all have affinity 40, can't touch this, plus 1 defense. So, they're defensive little light mechs. The 3MC is interesting because it carries bright bloom lasers, which debatably are the best medium lasers in the game. They are debatably the best single slot 1-ton weapon in the game. I personally feel like clan ER mediums are better, as long as you manage the heat, because the medium laser bright blooms are only 30 damage at short and medium range, and then they fall off to 15 damage by max range. Although, admittedly, their max range is slightly longer than clan ER mediums. But they are good, solid weapon systems all throughout the game. Doesn't matter, early game, late game, like put them on a melee mech and they're perfect. So, then you have the Angel ECM in the center torso. So again, XL engine, take out the side torso, you get yourself an Angel ECM. They have augmented Thunder LRMs. So if you want the best mines in the game, very early on, if you come across a Anubis 3MC, just blow off its left torso. So, the Thunder Augmented is in the right, but yeah, other than that, I mean, Enhanced LRM5s, meh, other than that, it's basically just a standard Anubis. So, Ferro Stealth, Engine XL, double heatsink kit, Indo, and then this one has an Angel ECM and ER medium bright blooms in the arms. Pretty good. Then there's the Pirate Anubis. This one I kept separate because it's special. It has Pirate ATM-3s, which allows it to fire short range, medium range, or long range missiles from it. And it has a half bin of Hydra, LRMs, a half bin of SRM Inferno, a half bin of MRM Tandem, a half bin of MRM Incendiary, a half bin of LRM Typhon, which is the acid AoE missiles, and a half bin of acid SRMs. So it has a lot of interesting stuff. And, also, this is the only one that doesn't have double heat sinks. It has a radical compact heatsink kit. but it still has the Engine XL and the Pharaoh Stealth and the Endo. So, yeah, this one is special. And then the S7 is the Clan-Tech Anubis. So it also has at 140 +1 probe, +1 local ECM, and minus 15% signature and visibility. I believe on top of the 20. Yeah. And it also has at 40 +1 evasion generated. But this one has a built-in AR-14 sheath beacon, which is, good. It has a cockpit small advanced, which is if you're not using the life supports, it's a way to free up a slot and a ton. It has Clan medium ER pulse lasers, which are really, really good early game. So I'm just going to hop over to those real quick just to show you. So for 2 tons, they get the +1 accuracy and 1 evasion ignore of pulse lasers. And sorry about the ads. I actually have installed an ad blocker. I don't know why it's not working. It was working on the other pages, but whatever. So it does 13 damage per pulse for a total of 39 damage. Yes, it's 23 heat, but it's also effective out to 500 meters. So very, very strong weapon. You do have to manage the heat a little bit, but if you got double heat sink kits early on, it's very easy to do. So really good early game weapons. Medium ER pulse laser clan. It has a built-in chameleon LPS. So it can drop if you don't destroy center torso. You can get a chameleon LPS out of it as loot. But if you build it, it's built in. It also has a double XL gyro and the Clan XL engine, Clan heatsink kit, and Clan Endo. Good stuff. It also has IATM 6s, which, I don't know, if you're familiar with my preferences when it comes to missiles, I really like IATMs. I like ATMs in general, but IATM streak ATMs are just amazing. I accidentally clicked that, but yeah. So, 8 damage per missile with normal, and it's instead of 1 evasion ignore, it's actually 2 evasion ignore, because regular ATMs have evasion ignore, so the IATMs have 2 evasion ignore. Really good weapon systems. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it for Anubises. I mean, oh, right, the one thing I do need to warn about is the Anubis 3R. The Anubis 3R has rockets. You need to kill it as fast as possible because it has a 300 damage alpha strike. 300 damage alpha strike out of a 30-ton mech. Kill it fast. Destroy the side torso and drop it. And that's all there is to Anubises. So, thank you for joining me for this guide. I'll have another one out next week over the Arbiter.